right, here we are on another Tuesday. Jar, how's it going, bud?
It's going good. Matrix Money Tuesday.
Exactly. And today we're fortunate. We got a guest. Where is it? Right this side. I got the right side. No, there he is.
Mr. Trade Intuition.
That's right. Not a stranger to this channel. He's helped out with a number of streams. He's been a guest on the streams. So Joe, appreciate you being here, man. How's it going?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Going good. Going good. Going real good.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. Notifications are slowly going out. I'll tell you what, I don't know. It was kind of a drag kind of getting this thing started here. But please share it out. You know the drill. Hit that like button on your way in. And we are everywhere again tonight. Facebook, YouTube, X, Patreon, Odyssey, you name it. We're there. So please share it out. Jump into the chat. Say, hey. We'll give you a shout out. You know the drill. We do it here every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. There we go. So we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's not exciting news on my side. It is definitely something to talk about.
Jar is lamenting because the first story is about Canada. We'll get to it in a minute, but we're going to talk Canada. We're going to be talking Jamie Dimon losing his mind because he's gonna fight this Clarity Act. Oh man, and a whole bunch of other things going on. We got some. Oh damn it! I forgot to make my tinfoil hat. I was gonna surprise everybody with my tinfoil hat.
Okay, next week.
Yeah, we got to do it. Well, with the AI bubble story we got, I was thinking that's the perfect tinfoil hat.
I can guarantee you I'll find a reason every week to wear one.
Well, you know the joke. What's the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth? 6 weeks.
Yeah, true. It's becoming very, very clear now.
Seriously though, looks like the only person that's coming and saying hey is Damn It Dave. I see a bunch of people lurking in the background. Damn It Dave though, welcome. Appreciate you being here. So welcome. And you know what, why don't we kick it off, because we're also, Joe is going to take some time to go over a couple of charts today for us. Not extensively, real quick. We're definitely going to be touching on BTC, because for those of you who follow BTC, you know what's been happening. We're going to be talking about Michael Saylor with BTC. So I figured, why not? And Sui, because if you've been around, you know there's been some not good stuff going on.
Something happened over there
with them. Oh, did Andy just pop in? Andy, welcome. Love Andy. Man. She's here every week. And she keeps us honest, because like we mess something up, she just tells us.
Oh yeah, she's gonna point it out.
Yeah, well, that, and she literally, like, we'll be in the. We got done with our stream last week, Jar. I don't know if I told you. We got done with our stream last week, and we were saying a bunch of things. And by the time we got off the stream, Andy had blown up my email with all this kind of stuff. I was just like, damn. Andy comes prepared. Oh man,
on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do you say, Jar? You want to kick it off for us?
Yeah. Let's pull up the first one. So we got some issues going on here in Canada.
No.
Oh yeah, we're technically in a recession. I don't know that we ever left a recession. I've been saying this for a while. I think we've always been in one since the pandemic, but we've reached the technical factor where we're in it again, and it's 2 consistent months of a decline in GBT or GP. What am I trying to say?
GDP,
yeah, thank you.
Gross domestic
there we
product.
go. Gross domestic product. I don't know why I can't say it properly. Anyways, so it's been 2 consecutive months in a row. We're seeing a decline in all sectors. There was our prime minister who's been trying to dodge questions lately on this topic since it surfaced about a week ago. But he did confirm that he does know that this is an issue, and he's supposed to supposedly try to fix it with some foundational efforts in investing in different types of areas like infrastructure, technology, tooling for the older industries. And they did some immigration changes. So we had an immigration issue over here in Canada for a while.
No.
And, we've been basically closing our doors over the last 6 months or so and turning away a lot of people. We let in quite a couple million people over the last couple of years, which is quite a bit. Like the population of Canada is just over 34 million or something like that. So to let a couple million people in, we're not ready for that type of growth or that type of issue, especially in the GTA, the Greater Toronto area with housing. So we've been closing that off. He's been rejecting a lot of these student visas that were approved previously. The renewals are done, so people have to now leave. That might actually take a little bit of pressure off. At least where I live, I think that is a big problem, and I'm kind of happy that that's happening right now. And the investments are also being made, but this is just way too early to see if it's going to have an impact. But we're the only country in the G7 that's in this position right now. So this could be a cascading effect. People should be examining Canada of what's happening here right now, because it could just creep out into other areas.
Yeah, I think I put that in the description of the video, coming to a country near you. You know what I mean? It's like, now, can I ask? I again, I'm not. Here we go. I'm going to get us derailed already. Joe, if we get off the topic, pull us back, bud. But Joe's like,
there's a mute button. You can just hit the mute button.
Joe's like, not happening. That's not happening. So you were just talking about, having this influx of people coming in. Do you think that is like completely what's contributing to this recession, or is it a multitude of factors?
Oh, no, it's definitely a multitude of factors. This portion, I believe, is a large portion, but it's not the main problem. We were digging ourselves in a hole well before this. This is just basically putting a plot on it. There's quite a few different issues. Printing money isn't helping.
Amen.
The whole job situation in Canada has been pretty rough for a while.
Okay, one other question on that, and then I'll move on. Actually, I'll pull up Andy's comment here in a second. But now I know here it's like ICE is out deporting everybody and their brother. Is that happening in Canada or what?
So we're a pretty friendly nation, so we don't have
What are you saying? We're not friendly down here? What the fuck? Sorry, I gotta beat that out. I gotta beat that out.
And deploy a militia to kick people out, but we're gonna politely ask them to leave and then show them the door and then give them a ticket and say, "Hey, well, thank you for coming. Good luck, and we're not renewing your visa." So that's basically what's happening over here. I don't put that off the table. If the Conservatives take over, they might be a little bit more aggressive. Liberals are not known for doing anything like that.
Okay, fair enough. I know it's a hot button issue here, so I didn't know if that was also playing into what you got. I mean, bad enough the recession, right? Playing into that.
Outside of the cities, I don't think it's as much of a hot button issue. But if you are living in one of the major cities anywhere in Canada, you're probably feeling it, and it's very visible.
Fair enough. And now here's Andy's question / comment. I guess actually they're both questions.
I'm at east or west. So I'm in Toronto, so I'm on the east side of Canada. So the Democrats over here would be called Liberals. So that's a Liberal Party. We have the Conservative Party, which would be classified as your Republican Party. But we also have other parties. We have the Green Party. We have NDP. We have Bloc Québécois. There's a few different parties, although the dominant ones right now are Liberals and Conservatives. Yes, Joe, you have your hand up.
The only party I'm interested is in the after party. Let's go.
There you go. There it is.
That's on Friday.
Friday night. Crypto on the rocks, baby. Yeah. Excellent. Let's see what else we got here. We got Meet Damien just slid in here. Welcome, bud. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. I love it. I'm watching the markets burn while on the beach.
He's in Costa Rica?
Yeah, I mean, there it is, man. There it is. If we got any admins in the chat, drop the link for Meet Damien, please. I'd appreciate that. Thank you in advance for your help. Yeah, guys, watch Meet Damien. He gives it to you straight.
Beautiful country.
Costa Rica, absolutely, right?
Beautiful country. Yeah.
Well, welcome. Appreciate you being here, man.
Yes,
of course. See, smash that like button. We appreciate that. Let's see. It looks like he's got one other comment. Trump trying to deal with terrorists while launching missiles from U.S. bases. Listen, I am not happy with what's going on with Trump on a number of different levels, and I'm with you. I voted for him. I wasn't voting for the other dingbat. Unfortunately. Oh, Joe, you're the best, man. Thank you, bud. Thank you. And there's the link, everybody, for Meet Damien. Go follow him if you're not already. And yeah, I am very disappointed with what's going on with Trump. Joe, what about you, man? Any thoughts about that? What Damien said here? I'll just bring it back up. Or Trump, whatever.
Saying, when he first came into office, I was very excited. Pro crypto, let's go. And then all the stuff that he's done, I think it's just benefited him and his insiders. So bad taste in my mouth about that.
Amen. I mean, right from the get-go when he did Trump coin. And listen, Trump coin, we kind of broke that, Joe. Joe was on Crypto on the Rocks. We were live, and Joe's like, oh my God, Trump just launched a coin. And the next thing you know, we're like, they went Crypto on the Rocks. But anyway, so yeah, I right from that get-go, man, I don't know. Like Joe said, bad taste in my mouth, and it's just been one thing after another.
And it's so funny too. Like he'll tweet something to where like it'll move the market, and he knows it too because he'll do it strategically, during the weekend or whatever. Yeah. And then he'll tweet something else, and it's always to help encourage the market, so it just keeps on going up, and it retraces a little bit, and then he'll tweet something else, but it's bad. And I mean, Canada's seen it too, and then we're seeing it, and it's just bad everywhere. So
Yep, that's a fact. Adam Simpson, welcome. Appreciate you being here. I mean, I think there's a complete disconnect, and you're right, Joe. He sends a tweet just trying to control what markets, or interest rates or whatever, and there's a complete disconnect, in my opinion, right now with Wall Street and just reality of the economy, in my opinion. And now you guys have, I'm assuming, some kind of Canadian Wall Street, for lack of a better word, Jar. Are you seeing that there?
So we have, it's called Bay Street over here. It's in Toronto.
Is it really called Bay Street? Nope.
Bay Street.
Okay.
We have the financial district is in Toronto, the main financial district. There's other cities that have their own, but Toronto has the main one of the biggest exchanges in Canada as well. And Bay Street is just the main street that runs through. All the major banks are on this street. It's very similar to Wall Street, just the Canadian version of it. Yeah.
Okay. And are you feeling that kind of disconnect between what's going, like right now, stocks are hitting all-time highs.
Yeah.
It's like the bonds are screaming, no, everything's gonna drop. What are you doing? I don't know. What about there? I'm assuming
it's almost a mirrored effect. There's such a disconnect of what's happening in the financial markets, but it's actually happening to the everyday Joe, no pun intended, but everybody that's happening around. And I know many people in different areas of different sectors, and they're all feeling the pinch right now. And when they're talking about, so one of the things Prime Minister Carney said is that the median house income over the last 6 months has actually increased. I don't buy that. Also, the value of everything has increased.
I was just about to say, but what was inflation?
It just doesn't make any sense. A lot of the things that he said didn't retrace or make any sense. So I'm going to check out some more interviews of what this guy's actually trying to pump right now.
Well, there you go. He's taking a page out of Trump's book because nothing Trump makes any sense anymore.
Things out.
But anyway, oh boy, again, Joe, you're supposed to pull us back, dude, from the edge, right?
No, I like it. I like it.
All right, we should probably move on. Now, one of the things we've been talking about a lot, ironically, which we kind of tried to stay away from for the longest time, was AI. And unfortunately, Jar and I are down that AI bubble, mostly because Jar wanted to go play around with AI. No, I'm kidding. So we got a little more AI news, and this is where I would have pulled out the tinfoil had I remembered to actually create it.
Yeah. So we touched on this last week as a signal that was starting to come through, where it started off with Microsoft reversing their decision on actually using the tools and disclosing the fact that the operational cost of just running these AI agents within their business is just way too expensive. And it would just be more cost effective to have employees manually run these tasks. So this has been the trend, and you're obviously seeing it with a whole bunch of other companies. It's a cascading effect. If we put on our tinfoil hats, and we can go into this just a little bit deeper with a different lens, there's a couple of AI companies that are supposed to be having their IPOs being listed very, very soon. And the the parallel points that are starting to come up are starting to intersect quite often. CCM, what do you think about this?
Listen, like I said, the tinfoil hat would be large and in charge at this point with regard to this, because I see multiple avenues with this, and you and I have discussed a couple of them. Not the least of which is, okay, yeah, the timing is definitely suspicious with regard to those, but it seems like this is almost, again, my opinion, somewhat strategic FUD with regard to how people are panicking with, oh my God, AI is taking jobs. Oh my God, AI is so expensive. Oh my God, AI. Listen, it's what you make it. It's how you use it. It's what you know what I mean? So I think that this is also a way for them to put a little water on the fire, I guess, of the AI fire, maybe, my opinion. Joe, come on, bud. I know you deal with AI. What do you think, man?
Honestly, I'm really surprised that they're bringing up the cost of AI, because, once you start doing AI, there's going to be a cost. So you would think that they would put that into the equation, employees versus AI. For me personally, I think AI will always beat people because they don't need to take breaks. They can work 24/7. But on the other hand, of course, you have the cost of it. But you would just think that if you're going to implement AI, you would take that into factors. So.
Yeah. Also, if you're going to be incorporating this into your business, you'd make it as efficient as possible. And the repeatable tasks that it's running, you could probably run a lot of these tasks locally. Once it's learned it, it's just a repeat. So I think over time, the cost should be lower, especially when it's a similar operation running over and over again. I'm not buying a lot of the stories that are coming out right now.
Well, and it is true also that there's a lot of capital outlay right now because they're building the infrastructure for a lot of this stuff, Absolutely. And so I get the idea. And listen, we all know that AI is not necessarily the most efficient thing on the block here, and sometimes it goes off the rails, gets stuck in a loop, and for those who are automating this stuff, you can burn through credits like, been there, done that. I'm telling you from experience, what I mean? And then boom, next thing you know, what budget? That's gone. Well, in fairness, I literally, the first month I burned through my entire budget in I think it was a week and a half. And I was just like, what? How's that even possible? I budgeted this, I knew what was going on, and it got stuck trying to fix something, and 8 credits, and at the end of the day, it didn't even fix it right. So,
But I bet it apologized a whole bunch.
Well,
I hallucinated again.
Yeah, I had to give it more credit so I could yell at it, but that's a whole.
Did you apologize? I always apologize after yelling at it.
Not that time. Not that time. I use
my manners all the time.
Yeah.
When it rises, I want to be on its good side. So manners are important.
Exactly. What do you guys think in the chat? Tell us what you think. Is this is this some kind of map? Because it seems to be happening everywhere in different companies across spectrums of things. So to me, it seems coordinated. What do you think in the chat? Tell us what you think. Is this coordinated or not? What do you guys think? I think it's a coordinated effort. It definitely seems down.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a coordinated effort. One other thing to take into consideration is AI is very new, and you're unleashing this tool on a bunch of employees that have never actually experienced or used it properly. So they're just trying to figure it out themselves. So just trying to figure out how to use AI on its own, you're going to be burning through quite a bit of money. So maybe a training session or something would be involved with before you start on-ramping these tools, like Joe was mentioning earlier, just like getting people comfortable with it.
Well, and the other thing too, I think, is that, okay, even if they're being legit, and let's keep the engineers, because it's cheaper to keep the engineers than have an AI go spinning itself out of control, burning credits. Okay, that's going to change, and probably in short order as we're moving forward. I mean, and especially if you're to believe this whole thing with quantum computing, that's going to mix with AI and accelerate the learning curve and the growth curve and all this stuff. See, look, I love Andy. She all over it right there. Look, there it is right there. So yeah, I don't know. My opinion. I'm just going to remove this so we can finish the conversation. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, even if they're true, I think it's going to change, and probably within the next couple of years, we'll be back to this hype train again with regard to AI. You guys agree?
I think it depends on where we are in this cycle. I'm really interested to see what happens with these IPOs when they come out. The Anthropic one, SpaceX, and just see how they. OpenAI is supposed to have theirs as well around the same time. Is that right? So it'll just be.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 this summer, 3 massive ones that are going to be taking place. So it'll be interesting to see how the chips fall.
Yep, agreed. And Bedell's just sliding on in here. Welcome, sir. Appreciate you being here. Welcome. Yes, Bedell loves AI, man. We know, and he knows. So there it is. Yeah. Oh my God. Because you guys got to watch the clip of him yelling at Nightbot, but that's a whole another for another time. Oh my goodness. Okay, we gotta keep moving on here, or we'll just be going all night on AI alone. But I think we'll be talking a little bit about it again as we kind of move through these things. But Jar, you want to move us on to the next piece of info?
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring this one up. So this is about Paxos getting the first ever SEC nod for a blockchain clearing. So this is interesting. Apparently this is I didn't know this is the first one. I thought this has already happened a few times. Joe fell off.
We lost Joe.
Yep.
All right, he'll come back. I'll get it.
When it comes to licensing, is this actually the very first one?
Licensing. Because remember, listen, Paxos got destroyed by the SEC, which is why you don't have any stablecoin on Paxos anymore. Back under the Biden SEC,
right?
So this kind of thing wasn't even a wing or a prayer prior to this administration. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's the case. And my opinion, and you guys can jump on in here with yours. I'm glad to see it's Paxos. You want the truth? Kind of like karma coming back around after the SEC kicked them in the nuts a couple of times. And now good for you. You get the rails there. What do you guys think about that? Because I think this is a big deal. All things being equal, this is a big deal. What do you think?
I'd actually like to hear what Joe has to say about this. This is maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with Keith. Anybody who's been attacked by the SEC, it's like the big bully attacking the smaller, weaker. Even though these are fairly large or huge companies, it was all so new that more than likely the SEC was going to win, and it did on most of them. And when it comes to, of course, the only reason I really do like what XRP did, or Ripple, they stood up to them. They didn't have to. They could have just, folded or whatever, because they have a lot of money, but they spent a lot to fight, which actually, in my opinion, helped the space. So now they have a stepping stone. So anything, whether it's Paxos or any other corporation or crypto or anything, they have at least something to fall back on to hopefully go forward. So
right. Okay.
Yep. Agreed. And that's not the only piece of, I guess, that kind of news in the news. One of the other things we have is from DTCC, and they're going to be doing a lot of this kind of stuff on Stellar, on the Stellar blockchain. And Joe, I didn't even think to ask you about checking out Stellar. I don't know if you can pull that up real quick if you're interested, if we got the time. And see, because if we recall, that happened like it just went crazy when this news came out, and then I think it's kind of fallen back since. But Stellar's another one. I like Stellar. I got a small bag of it at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing crazy for full disclosure, but like I like the idea behind it better than Ripple, if you know what I'm saying. Seeing its counterpart, I guess. What do you guys think about that? And Joe, whenever you're ready, just you already got your. This guy knows the drill, Joe, man.
Top of it.
Yeah, let's bring it up so Joe can talk about this, and then we can round it out before we move on.
Yeah, so for reference to Stellar, it's on the weekly time frame. So we're not looking for scalp trades. We're looking for long-term investment type style. It's on the weekly time frame. We had a huge move last week, absolutely huge. And just for reference sake, we can say that we went about 113% starting May 23rd, all the way to May 30th. So 7 days, 1 week, 113%. If as far as it pulling back, that's what we expect price to do. Price go up, price go down. And right now, as long as we bounce in this zone, anywhere between 0.2265 and 0.2002, we're good. If we break below this zone, then we could continue returning into our accumulation. And this accumulation lasted roughly around 120 days. And the accumulation was roughly around 20%. So it wasn't too bad. Not a lot of fluctuation in price until it finally broke out very violently. And then, of course, now it's retracing. But anywhere between the levels that we just mentioned is good for potentially, a continuation up until, we come down. But levels that I would be looking for, if you're going to do this for kind of like a swing trade or maybe even an investment, I'd recommend taking some profits at, none of this is financial advice.
Yep.
None of this. At 0.3284 and then 0.4045. And these are just, really nice areas for profit. Let's just say it does retrace all the way down here to 0.2076. You're looking about 58% and 94%. This is not, more than likely, not going to happen in a few days. This may happen in several weeks if it goes up. So just to let you know.
That's interesting. That's a lot of price action. That's moving up pretty high. Some positive moves there.
Yeah. Thanks.
And our major zone is right there where we pointed out. And once we break above that, a lot of traders will see that as a major level of support, which would, force a lot of traders to be like, okay, we've been looking at this for a while. It broke out of the zone. It's been in it for accumulation for over 110 days. Maybe moon mission, and then they get in. Money flow starts coming in. Everything starts going up, and hopefully get those targets.
Is this something that's on your radar? Have you been trading Stellar over the last little bit? Yeah. Okay.
We actually, I believe we caught this move, and this was just luck. It wasn't, anything that I was looking at. It's just level. We broke this level over 100 and something days, broke the level, and we caught. I don't believe we caught all of it, but we did catch some of it. And I'm not sure if we do a lot of trades, so I'm not sure. Well, not a lot, but I don't remember if we took this short. If we did, it was like a scalp. Nothing crazy. Because we're expecting it to continue, hopefully going up. Oh no, wait! I did take a short on this. I remember now.
Nice.
This was a few days ago.
Yeah.
Because it had gone up so much, we ended up taking a short, and I think we cashed out here due to the zone. And we could have made more money if we would have stayed in, but it could have bounced from here. Again, we don't know what's going to happen, so we just taking our profits when we can. But I remember.
Definitely take some profit. Some good moves.
Yeah, and I'm not going to try and pronounce that first part of this name, but Gaffari. He's asking, show the volumes, please. Is there a lot of volume on?
So with all this stuff, if you like, I can see volume on this. I can see moving averages. If you want to see the moving averages, I can show you that too. But once you've been trading for a while, you can kind of see all that stuff coming together. But volume started increasing as price was increasing, which was good. Yeah. However, the volume started decreasing, which this is trader talk. There's divergence, bearish divergence. So the price could come down. And I just want to show you divergence just really quick. I know it's not a training session, but here we have price coming or volume coming down, but price coming up. And look at the divergence that played out. Barely. Now, if it would have come down more, all the divergence traders would be like, I told you divergence, and divergence came down. But look at this divergence. And then it continued coming up. Price started going up some more, and volume is slowly coming down. So even with that, there's bearish divergence. It should go down, should go down, should go down, should go down, should go down. Finally coming down. I told you, divergence. Oh, okay.
Yeah. With that, so you treat that as a signal to short when you start seeing these come up?
I start looking for a short because price is coming up. Price does two things. It goes up and it goes down. And some people may say it goes sideways, but that's a series of ups and downs.
Right.
So the further up it goes, the more chance it has to come down. Doesn't mean that it will right now. It could continue going up until it's ready to come down, starts breaking levels on the lower time frame. And then now we're looking for it down. But usually when that happens, I mean, there's going to be oversold. This is RSI. There's going to be oversold RSI. But I can see that already just on the price action due to the rapid movement. And so there's going to be divergence. There's going to be overbought signals. And once we start rolling over, then, of course, you'll start seeing the moving averages starting to roll over as well. But everything is in relationship to the price action. So if you know how to look at the price action, you can pretty much see volume. You can see. Now, did I know volume was coming down as this was going up? No.
Yeah.
Do I care? Yeah. Not really. Volume used to be my number one indicator until I looked more into it and saw that, okay, so what if there's divergence? It's still going up. It'll go up until it's done. And then finally, when it does come down, oh, there's divergence. Oh, okay. Thanks, man. So, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So, and we want to
even though I didn't want it to be a training session, like it's very difficult for me not to teach and train.
Yeah.
Because this is what I do. And so, yeah.
No, Joe, we appreciate it. And again, thanks for that one, because that wasn't even on the list I gave you. So thank you for that. Appreciate you. Do you guys want to touch on anything else with regard to Stellar and DTCC? Say that 5 times fast before we move on.
Nothing on my end.
Under my end.
Okay, yeah. And Andy's right, man. Still a good global blockchain. And yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree. Which is why I got a small bag of it. I think I get it. This is just one thing, and we saw what happened. The price went up. Joe just showed you on the chart, right? With this particular announcement. But these kind of blockchains, and guys, feel free to tell me I'm wrong. I'm an idiot or whatever. But we need these kind of blockchains to do these things in particular with these kind of assets. In this case, RWAs. We need that kind of thing, like XRPs, like it, hate it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And XLMs, right? And in this case, Paxos as well, which again, I'm happy to see the whole Paxos thing. But do you agree, guys? I mean, if we're going to bring these RWAs on, we need that kind of
absolutely positive move. RWAs are a huge industry that could blow up over time. It's definitely a positive move.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel vindicated.
I never got into Stellar though. I for whatever reason, I never did a dive into it and never picked anything up. I don't have any bags of XLM, so I'm just sitting on the sidelines watching you guys.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were only doing that with VVV.
I do that with a lot of different things. VPV, thank you for bringing that up. Did it cross $30? I don't know what that one's doing, but
no, that was, well, I think it's still down. So you might want to break out that new ID.
I'm going to be listing onto that exchange soon. So KYC all the way.
Amen. So what do we got next? I think we got don't we have another one? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a crypto battle happening over here with Jamie Dimon and Mr. Armstrong going back and forth. This feud has been going on for a few weeks now. Now it's becoming a little bit more verbal. The insults are out there. They're mainstream. They're on X. So it's fun to watch over here. I'm not getting the impact right now, but how are you feeling about this, ECM?
Listen, screw Jamie Dimon. That's my attitude. Screw him. Screw the banks. They're literally robbing us blind every freaking day. So you know what he can do to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. Now, the fact that he is sitting here, as you can see the headline right there, it's like, dude, you literally got, let's say, 95% of what you wanted so far in this Clarity Act. what do you care about whatever's left? I mean, you can't give that to the people who have actually built the space that you're now trying to steal from. I mean, seriously. Yeah. So my opinion is he can go take a long walk off a short pier, as my grandmother used to say. Anyway, and I say that because here we go. You're picking on the boomers. Listen, I love you, Andy. I do. You're awesome. But hey, Slothman just in the house. Appreciate you. Oh, look at this jar. Look at this. What was I saying earlier?
Sending for the gift. Oh,
I don't know. Andy's all over this. I can't wait to get to my email and see what we got.
Please forward.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Joe. What do you think about this whole sitch with the Clarity and the Diamond and Armstrong and everything?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Banks having a bad taste in my mouth, especially when I see them getting bailed out all the time. When we're in a crisis and the people are hurting and suffering, and the banks, well, they get bailed out, but not us. So yeah, I don't. Very bad taste.
Too big to fail, right?
Yeah.
And it's like they're the first ones bailed out and everyone else suffers. So it's a pattern that continues over and over again. It's the same thing over here. I'm not a fan of any of these headlines. And I think, unfortunately, they might end up getting their way. It just seems like they control every single.
That's where the money's at.
Right?
Yeah, literally, that's where the money's at. So yeah.
I mean, which is why we've discussed a couple of times on the show that I'm glad that crypto has like PACs now. You know what I'm saying? To help and well, hopefully they're educating, not trying to pay off politicians, because I believe crypto can win on its merits. I mean, end of day, against the banking system. So I'm glad for that. But can I just ask you guys to maybe we can do a quick discussion, and in the chat, feel free jumping on in here. The argument, or the main sticking point is yields on stable coins, right? They want to be the only ones being able to give yield on stable coins, which was exclusively here in the crypto space, and not just exclusively decentralized exchanges, right? I mean, you can get that in DeFi.
Yep.
So do you feel like that? I'm trying to word this properly. Do you see that being what should be the main sticking point to this particular bill that's coming out? Should that be the focus, or should something else be the focus? Because in the long term, DeFi is going to overreign this, in my opinion, and we're going to get the yields anyway and go like this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What do you guys think?
You seem to be pretty confident that the yields will be around regardless with DeFi. I'm not 100% sure about that. I think a lot of things really depend on what happens over here in the United States. Yield is definitely the key aspect, where you have freedom with your own money. You're going to be earning something on your own. You don't need an institution to help pay out that interest rate. They're very attractive interest rates. You're not going to get that in any local bank, at least over here. Nowhere near that. It's shocking the amount of money that you can. This just rolls back 50 years ago, and you were getting these interest rates at your local bank and your credit union or whatever you're doing business with. We haven't seen that in ages, especially now when we're printing out like enormous amounts of money. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. DeFi is where it's at. That's where you're going to put your money, and it's going to grow money. And that's what people want to do. They want to grow their money. But with the banks, like, they literally want to control everything. They want you to put their money in there, and they don't want you putting it anywhere else, because then it takes away from their cash flow.
Exactly. It takes it out of their pockets. And that's why I think once people realize that they could do, like you were saying, Jar, you can earn those yields without needing the bank.
Yeah, well, that's what they're afraid of.
That's going to be where it goes and it explodes. And part of why, if I were the banks, you're coming into it like short-term gains here if you're able to control these yields, but long-term, the only other way you would think that this is a long-term viable play, is if you already have a plan to try and crush DeFi.
True, very true. And we were talking about this yesterday on Huddle Line about at least my perspective was a steady balance of between regulation, guardrails, and then the open market. There is a reason, in my perspective, that you need some oversight and regulation when it comes to businesses operating within the boundaries that they should be in order to be successful and open up their doors to as many people as possible. And then on the personal side, the retail side, you want no limits. You want to be able to explore, and you want to be basically untouchable when it comes to your own possessions, right? So yeah, it's going to be an interesting, I'm really interested to see how all this plays out.
Yep. Joe, anything you want to add in there?
I think it's just so funny that like we want to have possession and control of our own money. It's ours. Like, and then if we hold it in the bank, well then, you know, something could happen to where we get limited on either how much we can take out, frequency of taking it out, or if we're even able to take it out. And so, yeah, I just find it funny that we've been having this discussion as far as, you know,
it's a slavery mindset. That's what that is. We're not even aware of.
I'm trying to think of words, but yes, the slavery mindset.
Yeah, they think they control our money. Oh, it's your money, but you can have it as we see fit. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And I love Andy's take here. You know, will it pass? Well, okay. You know what? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that this Clarity Act is going to pass in this cycle here in Congress. What do you guys think? I don't think it's going to make it this cycle here. What do you
I'm wondering
think?
if it's going to happen even this year, at any time this year. I don't think it's going to.
If it doesn't do before the end of the year, or once midterms are over, forget it. That's it. Trump's agenda is done. Yeah. See, here we go. It's starting to come in. Nope. Yeah. What about you, Joe? What do you think?
Same. No.
Yeah. Not happening. And I can see a couple of you put questions. I've highlighted them, so we'll visit them at the end. But we want to try and get through what we got. We're 45 minutes in, and we're about halfway through. Yeah, it's like, I love it. And thank you to everybody for putting those questions in there. Keep them coming. We appreciate you very much. But Jar, why don't you bring up the next one so we can keep flipping along here.
So this actually went down multiple times. This is Sui chain.
God.
Shut down. What was the full time that this was actually down for? It was definitely okay. Here we go. Here's a breakdown. So the first halt was May 28th for 6.5 hours. Oh, geez, 6.5 hours. And they halted it again on the 29th in the morning. And then the third halt, which is a little bit shorter, on the 29th for 43 minutes. So there's multiple issues that's going on. And this is all linked to the upgrade to version 1.72.
Yeah, well, a bug fix. And I just want to bring up a couple of Andy's comments, because Andy's our fourth wing here in this stream. So I was not even aware of this. So thank you for letting us know that. I was completely unaware of that. And she said, and it's funny because when Jar and I were putting this stream together, what did I say, Jar? Solana. You know what I mean? That's what this reminds me of. And although not quite the same, this was more around a bug thing.
There's nothing the same. They're different.
Yeah. They're different, but yet the same. And so
just because they start with S doesn't mean they're the same. Yeah.
That's funny. Joe, what's your thoughts on this? Were you even aware of this? I mean, I know some people weren't even aware that the thing went down.
No, I wasn't aware of any of this, not even the token unlocks either. I've been kind of going to sleep on the token unlocks, but which reminds me, thank you, Andy. But which reminds me, I need to start looking at those token unlocks, because more than likely a few days prior, maybe even a week prior, there's sell-offs.
Yeah,
you know, especially right now, there's people, they may be up from the seed round or when they got their the investment rounds. So yeah, that's a good thing for me to start looking at again.
Pull that
yeah,
up
that's a good point. There was a point, Joe, you were talking about token unlocks like almost every day, it seemed like.
Right.
Yeah. So that's good. And Joe, if you're ready for that, I'll bring your chart up in 1 second. I just want to bring Andy's comment up because it was the last piece of what we were talking about with Clarity Act. If it doesn't pass by August, yeah. And I think you're 1,000% right, Andy. I don't think it's by August, and because then we're going into the midterms. Congress is going to flip, in my opinion. And yeah, that, as they say, is that, in my opinion. So, Joe, let me bring that up and then you can do your thing. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Very cool. All right. So, SUI has actually gone down since I charted it about an hour ago, further down. Yeah. So, here are my zones that I have for SUI. Again, this is longer term play. This is not just, for a few hours, this is for a few weeks to where if we're going to bounce, right now is the time for it. The bounce zone that I'm seeing is 0.8597, 0.7896 for us to come down into this zone further. If we break above, what I'm looking for is potentially if we're going to continue the downtrend, which I really don't think. I think most coins, they did a consolidation or accumulation phase. This one was 92 days before it broke out of this zone. It was only out of the zone for 5 days, and then it came back in. So again, what goes up, it's going to come down. Goes down, it's going to come up. There's only two directions, and if it goes sideways, it's a series of ups and downs until it breaks one. Which one is it going to break? Nobody knows until it breaks it. So here, and you can have moving averages, you can have all these other things the traders use to give you probabilities that are to the upside or the downside. But again, it can always reverse at any moment. Price action can do whatever it wants. So here we did come up, we broke out of it for 5 days, we came back in, we kind of retested the zone, and then we broke the level, looking for a bounce here. And this one has been good as well. But then the next day, the 28th, is when all those things started happening as far as the system, kind of updating and down. So here just came down, and today further down due to the token unlocks. Thanks for that. And so because of the token unlocks, could we see it come down even further and then potentially bounce up? I believe so. I really do. And just people getting out of it and then seeing that, this could potentially be just a bear trap, trapping the people who are going short for it to come up. Would I short this? Definitely not. Just due to the fact that it's come down so much that if we do pull up, which I think we will, I'm looking for at least coming up here to 0.9509. Just having a small retrace, then coming up, and this is the bigger area that I'm looking for either a continuation to break out of the zone again. And the zone that I'm looking at is 1.1537, 1.0733. For us to this right here is going to be our decision point. Are we going to get rejected off of that and then continue just doing lower lows, lower highs, something like this, where we come down and then now we come back here and then we break in this or break down from this zone? Or are we going to potentially do a lower high, which is higher probable, come down here, retest this zone or this box, then continue coming up into this next zone, which is our weekly zone, to continue going up? I think this is going to happen. So this is going to be my plan A. And then this is my plan B, which I'm like 80% positive this will happen. And I'm going to say 50% positive. Joe, it doesn't make sense. I know, just playing. Like, Joe, you do math. Calm down. But
the timeline that you're
well, this is several weeks. This is like 2 to 4 weeks minimum, average 2 to 3 months, because this is on the daily time frame. So this is this is a long time for me anyway. So I'm thinking.
I love it. Abort that shit.
Now, if it comes down and this is the thing, like if this, then that type statement, if we come down further, could we still come, like, let's say we come all the way down here at 65, and then we come up and then we start doing this number, then I'm looking for a retracement here right around 97 to potentially break the low, you know. And again, we don't know if this is going to be the low, the pivot, or if it's going to be lower until it shows us where it reverses. Then we can actually have this as our level. But until then, this is currently our level that I'm looking at.
I think your plan A is a good probability for the simple fact that this blockchain, despite what's going on and has happened, much like some the other ones that this stuff has happened to, have a good group of supporters that are going to be,
absolutely,
you know,
and they're building
in that direction.
And then, like I said, like a lot of traders, they'll look at patterns, they'll look at whether it's demand zones, supply zones, they'll look at value area lows and point of controls, and they'll look at all these other metrics that traders use, and then they'll see that, oh, we're at the low, or maybe even ranges, we're at the low. There's a good chance if it breaks back into that range, it was just a trap and trap the shorts, and then that'll entice more traders coming in. They'll see the volume coming up because they're traders that look at volume. We had one earlier, and they'll see the volume coming in. And then so now that entices more traders. Now, not only that, but now it's up 10%, 18%, 22%. So the FOMO starts kicking in. So more people start coming in, and it's just, there you go. And then, of course, it'll pull back and then continue, hopefully continue up. So we'll see.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Joe. That's 2 down. We you were only supposed to do 2, but we got you for another one. Thank you. And everybody's keeping that chat going. Thank you. And again, questions, we'll kind of get to them all at the end. We're going to keep plugging along here because we got more good news in the DeFi space, right, Jar? I mean,
no.
Okay.
We're going to continue on with the trend, but we got a total at least. We have a total of hacks of what the total for May was. And it crossed $84 million in bridge exploits and other security failures. So that's where we're at right now. The year total, I have to get that one. Maybe we have a running spreadsheet and just start calculating all these hacks and what it's going to be costing us, right? So, this is the hacks that affected Ethereum, BNB, Solana, and other cross-chain protocols, exploits and security failures in total right now.
It's definitely a staggering figure. I try to look at the positive end of it, and we've already talked about a little bit of the positive in the fact that a lot of these protocols have partnered together, created their whole DeFi United Alliance to help each other out with the when these hacks happen and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to focus on the positive with regard to this stuff. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, you learn from your errors. The tools are getting better. Everything's working out. Yeah,
thank you.
This is happening in a bear market. God knows what damage would have been done if this was a bull market.
Oh, fact.
You can add a couple commas to that probably, right? So it could be quite extensive. So I mean, I guess that's the bright side.
Yep. No, that is another bright point. And definitely, for sure. Again, I still am bullish with regard to DeFi. I still believe long-term time horizon, that is the way that the majority of normal, everyday human beings are going to want to transact and, flip off the Jamie Dimons of the world. My opinion. And so, I know there was actually an argument on X going on. Because I even said, this is like growing pains. The tech is, and there was an argument, this ain't growing pains, this is that. And it was going back and forth. And I stick to the fact that this is growing pains, man. Yeah. Okay. You're getting kicked while you're down or whatever. And but like, how do you learn? How do you get better?
Make mistakes. You got to make mistakes. Man. Absolutely. And every industry has had its pain points and those growing pains. You've seen it with the internet. You've seen it with the car revolution, the printing, the industry. You're seeing it right now with AI, literally as we're speaking. This is like breaking down.
We just talked about it, right?
Bubbles are bursting. So the conversation is definitely happening there. I think you're right.
Joe, what about you, man? Jump into this convo, bud.
Yeah. When I see the hacks, the crypto hacks, I mean, it's gonna happen, and it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of it kind of needs to happen in order for the exploits to be patched up or just stronger security.
Yep.
So it's kind of just growing pains. and that's just something that's going to happen. So unfortunately, hopefully you can, put your money in a, don't have it on exchange, because the exchanges, that's going to happen.
Danger Will Robinson, as Piper likes to say right there.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a Tangent wallet, definitely get one. Links in the description. Put all your stuff in there, because it'll, not financial advice, but you can sleep better at night.
Right.
It's also important to point out that banks are still being robbed today, right? So bank robberies are still happening. That's another way, right? That's still happening right now, and that's an old method. Nothing's 100% secure.
Right.
Yep. You got to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
That's where the DYOR, do your own research, comes into play.
And CYA.
But now we go from hacks to people who shouldn't be in charge of this space, in my opinion. No, not this. This is the burn part. I know Michael Saylor's coming up. I jumped the gun just a little bit there. Just a little bit right there. Anyway, go ahead, John. Tell everybody.
Yeah, it was a mystery wallet that sent 107 Bitcoin to a wallet to be burnt. The value of that is over $8.5 million. I mean, they could have sent me a couple Bitcoin and then burned the rest.
I was going to say,
not to. I'm not even sure what this is about. Like, do you know anything about this burn wallet for BTC? This is new to me. Well, I know they exist in every single chain. I just haven't heard about this one.
Well, I don't think this is an official burn wallet. It's just a known wallet without private keys, I think, is the way it's worded. And I think they explain that a little bit further down in this article. And for the sake of time, all the links in the description. So go ahead and check that out. Do your research, whatever. This is the information as we've gathered it. But yeah, man, I was saying the same thing when I'm like, really, I don't need 107. I just one Bitcoin.
Imagine holding for 12 years. You're holding it for 12 years. You've made over 12,000%. And you're just like, I'm going to burn some of this. I don't need it.
Yeah. Insane.
Just donate. Insane. Have a drawing.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Not even like a whole one, just like a quarter or a tenth of one to several people that enter a drawing or something,
Yeah. But then who do you trust? I don't know. That's a whole other hole when it comes to donations. But I mean, like, if you're giving with the spirit of giving. So yeah, this is just burning, but whatever.
Yeah, I just don't I don't see the upside to burning the Bitcoin. I mean, it's not really affecting the price. Hell, Bitcoin, since this happened, Bitcoin's dropped. So it's like it's not. If you're looking for positive price appreciation, the NGU technology number go up. Well, guess what? Fail, because here you go. You're 107 Bitcoin lighter, and the ones you have left are worth a lot less. So there you go.
So yeah, number go up and number go down. When it comes to Bitcoin, do you think this impacted it at all? This is Michael Saylor's strategy, which sold 32 Bitcoin, not a ton, but it's still $2.5 million. This is an 8K filing. I'm not sure what an 8K filing is. That sounds like an American thing.
I'm sure it is. I can't explain that to 100% degree. I want to just bring this up right here because Andy says she believes. Now, I didn't even hear this. Did either of you guys hear this? She believes it was a Coinbase exchange account by accident.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't hear about this. That's interesting.
I did not either.
Sounds like the next talk.
Thank you for throwing that out there, Andy. No, I did not even hear that. But before we went to Michael Saylor, I wanted to make sure that we threw that up there. Yeah, listen, it was a matter of time before he had to do this. And matter of fact, here's one of the questions from earlier. I think it was Meet Damien asked if anybody knew what the price was that MicroStrategy had to liquidate. And off the top of my head, I really do not. Do either of you guys?
No, it's somewhere in the 70s, I think, right? I don't remember the exact number.
I don't remember the number.
Yeah, I feel like you're in the ballpark, Jar, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, it was out there somewhere.
Yep. Anyway, so I think he's going to 8K. No. How is it that low for Michael Saylor to have to liquidate everything? It's got to go down to 8K. Yeah, Andy's telling us we're really far off.
8K was the number, really?
Something doesn't.
I remember their CEO of strategy talking about some other number. Was the CEO or CFO talking about something in the 70s, which required them to sell in order for the best.
Well, because you got to remember, there's more than one leverage they got going here.
As I was saying that, I realized they have multiple products. So
correct. So the I can't remember the name of the higher one. I think it's actually in this article. And she's saying it was 13.5 in the last run. We're thinking of two different things that me thinks. Google it.
Yeah.
Well, I maybe later, but right now, anyway. Thank you, Andy. Just kicking me. Do your job. Come on, kicking my butt. I love you, Andy. Good Lord, take it easy on me. But anyway, the bottom line is I don't like the way he's got things leveraged. I think he's just playing, TradFi games in a what should be DeFi space.
These sound like accounting moves, right?
Yeah.
Clear the books, sell some off.
Yep.
Tax advantages, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. I like I said, Andy, I love you. It's good. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. And any other thoughts, guys? I mean, this is what it is. I don't. You guys know I don't. Michael Saylor should just go away. Don't like that line in that movie? Don't go away, man. Just go away. Yeah, kind of like that. Joe, what about you, bud? Any opinions with regard to Michael Saylor or any of this stuff?
No, not really. As far as like him being liquidated, I don't remember the number, but I don't remember being 8 though. But I remember being a little higher than that, to where it was doable, but like it was far reach. 20s, 30s, maybe like low 30s, maybe. But I don't remember. I mean, Andy, she's extremely smart and she knows her stuff. So maybe 8. But I don't remember being that low though.
Have we confirmed that? Have we confirmed that Andy's real, or is Andy AI?
No, she's been on. She's been on a live stream. And
is that an agent in the chat just messing with us constantly, or?
Well, she may be half AI. I don't know, but listen, and to prove her reality, here, if you guys do a quantum stream, she's in, and. That might be more of a hot of the line stream, to be honest with you. I don't know, unless Jar's up for a quantum stream.
But no,
yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
up for that at all. I'm not ready for quantum.
Andy, if we were able to get Yeti back on here, I would be like, "You're joining us, Andy." But I don't think that's happening either. And if we do one, I will reach out to you though. I would love to have you back on. Yeah, and Yeti is MIA. Although, what did they say last time? He's in the future. I think they said he got transported into the future. Hey, Kevin. Welcome.
Word up, Kevin K.
Yes, shared on Reddit. You the man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. We are getting to the end of things, but and we got a little bit left because we're behind right now. So Jar, keep us moving here.
Well, we'll pop this up. I'm gonna let you ride this one. You
okay.
Can basically explain this article. It's right on your blog.
Yeah, this is from my blog, and links in the description. Basically, in a nutshell, and this is where on Friday night I tried to get the AI to kind of talk about this a little bit. Basically, we've got this group. The name that they've used is Noah Doe, and they're part of. They have ABC company and XYZ company, basically out of Wyoming. They're Wyoming LLCs. And what they did was they basically, and I'm summarizing it right now. Please go read the entire article. And I do have an actual update from today. So hold on to that. I'm going to be updating this article. Let my AI kind of put the whole thing into like a voice chat, and I'm going to link it in here. So watch for that update. Anyway, basically what this person has done or entity has done is taken the blockchain, scoured it, and found originally over 42,000 Bitcoin wallets that they're claiming were abandoned because they hadn't been touched in I forgot what the actual time frame was. I want to say 10 years. Do not hold me to that. It's in the article. Sorry. Anyway, so they went to New York and basically said, hey, man, abandoned property. We want to claim the rights to these wallets addresses because nobody's touched them. They're abandoned. Couple of shady things have gone on. Actually, a lot of shady things with regard to this have gone on. Not the least of which is that in order to make that happen, they had to undervalue them. They did go and reach out to people through return notices on Bitcoin. So basically, in a nutshell, they send these wallet addresses a little bit of Bitcoin. They put a message in it with like a link to the, hey, we're suing you because we want your Bitcoin kind of thing. And they are basically trying to get the court to give them control over the ability. So like, let's say this is one of these wallets is for an inherited by someone in the future. Then they decide they want to take some of that Bitcoin and get it into fiat because they need it in fiat. The minute it would get transferred onto a centralized exchange, lawsuit kicks in, and Noah Doe here would come in and say, I don't care if you got the keys, you transferred it to a centralized exchange. It's ours now. And he has a court order to back that up.
Wow.
Again, slimy,
super slimy, super slimy.
Trying to backdoor this. I mentioned it started with over 42,000. Some people did respond. Some of the wallets did respond, and they reduced that number of abandoned, again, I keep using my air quotes here, abandoned wallets down to just over 39,000. Now, can I bring up, Jar? I want to bring up today's information here. So
sure.
I just saw this right before we went live, so I haven't even had a chance to add this into the article. Right here. And this is referring to that lawsuit that is right here. Somebody moved 2.54 million worth of Bitcoin, so 35.55 BTC, to prove that, yo, you got me on the list here. This is my wallet. Get the out, basically.
Yeah.
And it goes into detail here, but basically, and it even explains how the person who evaluated these wallets undervaluated them and all this other stuff. But the bottom line is, as soon as they saw the return notice saying that, hey, see this wallet number right here? Yep. Well, that's going to be ours because this is abandoned. They said, no, the heck with you, because it's been just sitting there for 15.2 years.
Right.
That's crazy.
Time in hands. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Serious time in hands.
What is abandoned? Like, how do they even classify that?
And that's what I think it says it down here. Basically, in New York, abandoned property has certain guidelines, such as its valuation, which is why this was undervalued, and the period of time. And I'm trying to, it has to be like under $10, so they seriously undervalued it right here. And they got a period of 1 year to notify and then claim. But this, I think it's further in here. I want to say it's 10 years. If something hasn't been touched for 10 years, and again, if I'm wrong, Andy, come on, go ahead. Tell me in the chat. But seriously, then they can say, hey, this falls under the guidelines. I'm claiming this as property. Think like what they do with storage units, right? They sell out the storage units and that's boom. There you go. Mine now. So that kind of thing. But I love the fact that this person, whoever it was that owns that wallet I just highlighted, gave him the middle finger and was like, dude, I control this Bitcoin.
Because it's held. Yeah, exactly.
So get it off the list, kind of thing. Okay. What do you guys think about? As soon as I saw this, I was like, I just wanted to go punch somebody in the throat. Because like, seriously, who are you to say this is abandoned property?
Yes.
And even if it is for you, claim it.
Yeah, because they could just have it in a safe or a deposit box or something to where it's mine. I don't need to prove that I still own it by transferring money. I'm gonna, put it away and then not touch it again till I'm ready. So, yeah.
Andy,
super
I love you.
greasy.
I'd say Andy's too busy trying to prove us wrong on the Michael Saylor price. I love it. That's all right. That's all right. Anyway, Joe, I mean, talk about having no right to your private property is basically what that boils down to, right? I mean, it drives me absolutely. It's like I went out, I earned it, I put it aside, I buried it like gold. Somebody asked us what we thought about gold. Yeah, but I buried it in the dirt, but you're telling me I abandoned it because I buried it so nobody would steal it?
Also, it's the United States that's trying to enforce this, right? And this could be a user anywhere in the world. So what gives them the right to even take that and cross that boundary?
I did not think of that.
That's a great point,
right? So like
that's a great point.
Yeah, it's just it's very murky waters, very gross. I don't like this idea at all. Quick shout out to Kevin K. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that, buddy.
I didn't even see that. Yeah. All right, Kevin. Thank you, man. Thank you. I didn't even see that. Sorry, Jar. I would have stopped earlier. Yeah. But that's one of the things I did put in the article because I had the AI extrapolate. Well, what could happen because of this? And one of the things it said was because Bitcoin is not confined by borders. This gives, like, if there's a win here in New York, this gives other states and other countries like
precedent. Yeah,
free for all, man. Free for all. Make it happen. Which again, now you're playing against personal property rights, in my opinion. You're playing against the whole not your keys, not your coins. You're
playing with a civil war. That's what you're doing when you come after something like
brother.
that. People will get uprooted very quickly when you start messing around with just keeping things alone, right? This is their own property. I don't know what they're trying to do here.
Yep, I agree. I know we got one more thing, and why don't we throw it out there, Jar? Because I know we're gonna bring it in.
Let me pop it up here. I didn't realize this until you sent it to me earlier, but on this day 10 years ago, the S19 Antminer was released. This is the Bitcoin miner, the OG in this space. Many people are still operating these. I don't think they're profitable right now, but you could use it as a solo miner. I mean, it's went mainstream in 2017. It's been 10 years since it was released. It's pretty shocking.
I know, it's insane, right?
Yeah, I can't believe it's been 10 years. Yeah.
And now I know we mentioned in the background, I don't know if you still want to, Jar, but because now you said you're using these yourself, right? In your other business? Yes? In the Node Factory?
Not the S9, but we are using Antminer. So we have the S21 Pro, the S21 XP. Those ones are marginally, actually probably not profitable right now with today's price. But they're still running, solid build by Bitmain. A lot of people have issues with Bitmain just because they control a lot of the mining space, pricing schemes and everything else. A little bit of murky waters over there. But it's just a milestone for the space in general because you can see that we're maturing over time. And this is definitely one miner that a lot of people had, and it was praised for a while.
Yep. Joe, do you have one of those?
Nope.
That was obviously more commercial for those. I'm just picking on Joe right now, but that was more for commercial use there. But I want to just catch these last couple of questions, if you guys don't mind. We don't have to dwell on them very much. He might not even still be here in the stream. What do you guys think about inflation? I think it's
real.
Yeah,
it's real. It's happening, and there's nothing we can do about it until the money system changes, in my opinion.
Joe, drop the mic, baby. Boom. That's the fact.
We're not going anywhere anytime soon. Inflation's real. It's hitting hard. It's hitting every aspect of our life. You can go to the grocery store and just get a reality check anytime if you want to see what's happening there.
The wealthy that have assets doesn't affect them. The unwealthy, the ones that don't have assets, just like you were saying, and I apologize for interrupting, it's
No, I'm waving like, yeah, that's me, man. Exactly. Exactly. No, Joe, you're spot on. And Jar, much like we were talking about earlier in the stream, right? That's how we started off. I mean, talking about the recession in Canada. Hello, inflation in Canada. It doesn't matter. This isn't US centric.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just take a look at us and see what we're doing over here. We're drowning right now. It's not a pretty sight.
Yep.
Let me just put this up here. Hope AI will come up and save us all.
There you go.
Yeah. We'll see. Something eventually. Something.
I like it. I have one more starred comment, and then we'll start wrapping this up. Any thoughts about gold? I wish I had that sound effect from Piper Academy. I love gold, because I do. It's a beautiful thing. Guys, go ahead. What do you say?
I'm gonna say buy it. Not financial advice. Gold, silver, anything tangible. Again, it's an asset versus holding on to your dollars. That it's literally devaluing every single moment because they keep on printing more. So if you can buy gold, get some, in my opinion.
There you go. Hold on gold. Yeah, there you go, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy with the words. Jar, what about you guys?
Yeah, I'm registered on Kinesis, so my plan is to start picking up some more. I hold actual metals in silver because it was the cheapest one at the time that I could buy. But over time, I'm slowly buying in and DCing into gold, silver, and precious metals in general.
Yeah, Kevin
K's a fan. Absolutely. Got to diversify, right?
Yep. And you just hit the nail on the head. Kinesis, good platform, because you can have both the physical and the digital gold right there. Matter of fact, you can also deal with so many different cryptocurrencies. Everything's verified on the Stellar blockchain. So another, check mark for Stellar right there. And, definitely easy to do. There's not a link because this is Matrix Money Podcast. That link isn't in the description, but if you're watching this on the replay, it will be in the pin message. And that link, if you use it, will get you qualified to earn some free silver on Kinesis. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and do it. But even physical gold. I mean, Daniel Diaz just opened up his own gold and silver exchange. Check it out. Links are on my channel.
His own exchange.
His own
shop.
Yeah. He calls it the gold and silver exchange. Basically, he deals in all of it and he'll ship it anywhere.
Wow. Okay. Awesome.
So check it out. And Goldbacks. Oh, I'm like, I know there's another one. What other one is it? Goldbacks.
Yeah, the Goldbacks. Those are beautiful.
They are beautiful. Goldbacks and Metal Mark Orums. They're basically the same thing. They beautiful artwork. I mean, hell, they're just collectibles, but they all are infused with gold. Different amounts of gold depending on the build. It's like, and people spend it every day. That's the idea of the Goldbacks. You spend it like actual physical currency. Amazing. Yep. And what's Andy saying? I'll buy physical gold when it's back again around 38. You really think it's going down to 38? I don't know.
Oh, man.
I think that's everything, right?
All of them. That is all of them. Yep.
All right.
I did see that Andy had a question some time ago. Saying, Joe, do you think the technical analysis front runs fundamentals? That's a really great question. For me, I separate them. I have TA.
I found it.
Yeah, technical analysis, which is, of course, higher highs, higher lows, momentum, structure. That is key for me. Every trader is different, or investor. Fundamentals is good, but you can have the best fundamentals, but if you don't have anybody trading it or hyping it up, it's not going to do anything. It could be something brand new that they're implementing, but if nobody's, again, you want to go where the money's at, but if nobody's trading it or moving the money, well, then your technical analysis is not going to break above that resistance. So for me personally, it's all about TA. Same thing when it comes to news, because sometimes we'll have good news for the industry, but the coin doesn't move because it's at resistance. Or it could be good news, again, same good news, but your coin tanks for whatever reason. So for me, it's all about TA, and then I can say, oh, it's because of this or this, but I'm always looking at TA.
Thank you. I'm sorry I missed that question, Andy. Thank you, Joe, for catching that. You know what, Joe? Why don't you wrap up yourself and tell everybody what you got going on? Because your schedule has changed pretty much recently. So why don't you let everybody know? And again, links to Joe everywhere in the description. Go ahead and check that out. All you, Joe.
All right. So for me, what I do is I show you how to trade in the most simplistic form. There's other traders that don't like it because it's too simple. Like I literally take a whole bunch of concepts and break it down to support resistance, because no matter what the strategies are, if it doesn't break resistance, well, guess what? It's not going up. If it doesn't break support, bounce on support, guess what? It's not bounce. So I break it down to the most simplistic form, and I do this every Monday and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that's my new times, Mondays and Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. And do you need to pay me to join to learn how to trade? Nope. Join me on those nights. Ask me questions. Ask me about strategies. Ask me about indicators. And I teach you for free. And like everybody wants to get rich off of you. I want to get rich with you. So again, ask me these questions, and you don't have to join the group to learn this stuff. So that's my spiel.
Love it, Joe. Love it.
Yeah, and he does. Let me tell you, I've asked him questions on his show. Hell, I've asked him, Joe, check out this coin for me. He'll do it if time permitting. Obviously, right. he will do it. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of it.
100%.
Thank you for being here, Joe.
Thanks for coming.
I love it.
Appreciate your time.
I love
appreciate it. What about you, Jar? What you got going? You going live tomorrow? Or?
I'm gonna try to squeeze it in. I got a lot of things going on. I'm still planning to do it at 1:30. It's gonna be super last minute. I'm gonna be very unprepared, but hopefully I'll have enough to talk about over an hour, and I'll be just talking about what's happening with projects that I'm dealing with right now. A few in the deep in space that I'm just evaluating, at least in the process of that. Gonna talk about my seeker phone, what we're doing over there with apps and profits and everything else. So that's what's happening. How about you, CCM?
A few things this week, actually a little bit busier than normal. So Friday night, as always, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Crypto on the Rocks. Bring your drink, bring yourself. We're going to be celebrating that this whole weekend for me. My 2-year anniversary of going live every single week. So at least one day, but now I'm multiple days every week. So that starts Friday night. And then Sunday, Jar's going to be joining me live, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to do that official 2-year anniversary episode. And we are going to be announcing our 100th episode that's coming up of the Matrix Money.
That's crazy.
So, nice.
100 episodes.
Hard to believe we're at 100 episodes pretty soon. Yeah. A few more
you've
weeks.
Been doing it for 2 years, consistently every week.
Every week.
Insane.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, and then one other thing I want to just remind everybody of, we've been really trying, BC Port Corp, Crypto Bedell and I have really been trying to get a bunch of minds on Hotline to answer the basic question of, okay, if there's going to be mass adoption, what do we need to do as a space? What do people developing need to do to bring that mass adoption in? And we're slowly reaching out to people. We're still doing it. We're going to try and keep this going as long as possible. Yesterday, Crypto Jar was in the house talking about things. That was a great episode. This coming Monday, we got Crypto Billy in the house from Billy Goat Tales. Oh, wait, it's now Givers Gain Network. I got to get that right? Givers Gain Network.
Okay.
Yeah, they just rebranded, or I think officially. Yeah, I think they just officially rebranded. So he'll be in the house. We'll ask him about that too. But we want to get everybody's opinion because everybody looks at it differently. Yeah. Everybody looks at it differently and sees it like Joe's a trader. he's going to see something different than Jar does, I keep going backwards here, who's looking and living in the deep end space, versus like Crux was on, and he was looking at it from a kind of mining and white paper point of view, and LBC looked at it from like how can we use this maybe for incentives for people, like what's the word I'm looking for, like rewards incentives, like that kind of reward platform. That kind of thing. So everybody has a little bit of a different angle on it, and that's why we're trying to bring people in, give them their hour to kind of talk it out, and who knows, maybe we put some good vibes out there and come up with some good 100%. Information. So
it's a great conversation.
This coming Monday. And I think that's all she wrote, guys. I say we head on out. Thanks again to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you guys are the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, his mic
you kept it alive. And Andy,
there you go.
My mic went out.
Oh no, there he's
might have froze up.
Might have been a second there. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I just want to say to Andy, thank you for keeping us honest.
And Kevin K, I do hit up Niagara every summer, so I'll be out in your neck of the woods. I'll reach out to you on IG.
Awesome. All right, we're out, guys. Have a good night, Joe. Thanks again. Take care, everybody.
See ya.
See you later.